my eyes are hooded, but do you see the difference in the eye makeup? You could be making the silliest mistakes while doing makeup on hooded eyes that can weigh down further on your lids. Hi everyone, it's Smitha. Welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you the most beginner-friendly techniques on hooded eyes that everyone needs to know. And these simple tips will significantly change the way your eyes will look. They'll be much brighter and bigger, and of course your eyeshadows will look more attractive. And so if you're ready, let's begin. First off, what are hooded eyes? Just look straight in the mirror, and if you're unable to see much of your lid space because they are hiding under some extra skin which is covering it up, then you might have hooded or partially hooded eyes. While hooded eyes are normal and common, and I find them pretty attractive, because of that extra skin that's sitting on the lid, you might not be able to see the eye makeup. Because the eye makeup that you apply can be hiding under that extra skin which we call the hood. So today I'm going to be sharing some techniques with you that will elevate your hooded eyeshadow game. On my left side, the right side of your screen, I'm going to do everything that should be avoided on hooded eyes, and on my right side, which is left side of your screen, I'm going to show you the correct technique. Let's start with eyebrows. The first mistake many of us do with hooded eyes is making our brows extremely dark, thick, and also elongating the brows in the corners. What that does is it makes the brows look heavy and thick, which weighs down on the lids further. And because we are elongating the corners, it reduces the space underneath the brows, which is needed for eye makeup. Instead, on my right side, I'm going to be using a brow pencil. This is precisely my brow from Benefit Cosmetics, and it has a micro fine tip that helps to draw natural hair-like strokes. With the spoolie in the back of the pencil, I'm going to first brush my brow hair all the way up to create as much space as possible underneath the brows for eye makeup. And just by doing that, you can see it has created so much more space than what it is on my left eye. Even if your brows sit lower, brush the brow hair upwards. The key here is to maximize that space underneath. Now I'm going to be using that micro fine tip of that brow pencil to draw delicate hair-like strokes to fill in just the sparse areas. I'm just going along the shape of my brows, and I'm not going to drag the corners any lower than they are, because again, we want to maximize that space underneath the brows. And as you can see, there is so much more space created underneath my brows on my right side as compared to my left side. Also, if you observe, my left eye looks so much more heavier and more hooded than my right eye. What that does is it makes the brows look heavy and thick, which weighs down on the lids further. The next mistake that you could be making is not applying an eyeshadow base. As you can see, the skin on my lid has a completely different color than what it is under my brows. So I'm going to be evening out the skin tone. And by making it one tone, it gives us the flexibility to change the shape of our eye as you're starting with a clean canvas. I'm going to be using the Milani concealer in the shade 145, which is a very close match to my skin tone. And always try to use a concealer that's a close match to your skin tone. You can also use an eyeshadow primer that's a close match. That way you can make it look as natural as possible. And I'm going to spread it out with a concealer brush, taking it all the way from my lash line to underneath the brows, because we want to make the entire thing one tone. And I'm going to very lightly set it with powder so it doesn't settle in the fine lines and crease. Usually with hooded eyes, there's a crease line that cuts right across the lid. The next mistake that many of us do is trying to apply eyeshadows only up to that crease line. Here I'm using a transition shade from the Ofra Cosmetics Boring palette, which is my collaboration with them, and I'm going to apply it up to my crease on my left eye. First of all, you won't be able to see that eyeshadow because we haven't primed the lid. I haven't evened out the skin tone, so nothing is showing. And because that extra skin will rest on the lid, the eyeshadow will completely disappear. On my right eye, instead of applying it at the crease, I'm going to look straight in the mirror and apply it above the natural crease line. So when I keep my eyes open, you can still see that eyeshadow. So I'm taking the same brown shade and creating a new crease, blending it above my natural crease line. That will keep it soft and well blended. And now you can see the transition shade even when I keep my eye open as opposed to my left eye where it's completely disappeared. I'm also going to use it in my lower lash line so we can balance it out with the lid. And that's another mistake many of us do by not balancing the lower lash line with the eyeshadows that we use on the lid. The right eye looks so much more put together and brighter than my left eye. I'm going to use a deeper shade of brown now to deepen the outer corner and the crease. And as you can see, again on my left eye, because we haven't primed it, I'm having to use more eyeshadow to deepen it. And using more product, especially on hooded eyes, can make the eyeshadows move and crease by settling in the fine lines. And on my right eye, I'm again going to blend it out in the outer corner and the outer crease. And as you can see, the pigment payoff is beautiful. Another tip for you when applying eyeshadows to hooded eyes is lift your brows so you can clearly see how you're blending, and it just makes the blending so much more easier. But do this after placing the eyeshadow while keeping your eye open and looking straight in the mirror. Always keep layering and building rather than taking too much eyeshadow at a time. That's when it becomes a nightmare to blend. And then using a smaller definer brush, I'm also going to deepen the eyeshadow in the outer corner of my lower lash line to balance it with the lid. Now using a lighter ivory shade, I'm going to highlight my lid space. On my left side, I'm only going to use it up to my crease. And you'll see when I relax my lid, again, it almost disappears under that extra skin. But on my right side, I'm going to start with the inner corner and take it above my natural crease line where we've created that new crease. So it looks more highlighted and it can draw more light towards the eye, making it appear bigger and brighter. I'm also using it in my brow bone to add that extra pop of highlight. If your hooded eyes are also droopy and if you especially have heavily hooded eyes, I would ask you to avoid a darker eye pencil in your waterline or lash line because that can make your eyes appear even more smaller and more hooded. Instead, using a nude eye pencil just in the outer half of your lower waterline will make your eyes pop. One of the biggest mistakes that we do with hooded eyes is trying to apply a winged eyeliner just like anyone else would apply. Pulling out a large wing and lining your lash line looks great when you lift your brow, but when you relax your lid, you can see that the eyeliner looks completely distorted because it interferes with the fold of the hood. Instead, try using the eyeliner or a black eyeshadow close to the lash line. Here I'm stamping some black eyeshadow with a flat brush close to the lash line. This will not only help to define the lash line, but keeping it close to the lash line, it's not going to interfere with the fold of the hood and look distorted. And if you want that big wing, you can also do a bat wing. And I'm going to link a video with 9 different types of liners that you can do on hooded eyes. So make sure to check it out. The next mistake that you could be doing is using chunky glitter, especially the ones that have adhesive. Thick glitters can weigh down on your lid and make it look more droopy. Instead, use a softer shimmer like I have on my left finger. It's much finer and settles beautifully than that chunky glitter. It's much softer and more delicate and will not weigh down on your lids. I'm using it on my right eye so you can see the difference that it makes. It's so much more delicate and doesn't feel heavy. I'm going to finish up by curling my lashes and applying a coat of mascara, for which I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. Here's another trick that I followed to disguise my eyes and draw more attention to my lower lash line rather than the lid by using mascara to my lower lashes, which will also give it a doll-eyed look. And oh boy, that is a big difference. So as you can see, by making subtle changes to your makeup, you can completely change the way your hooded eyes appear. I hope this was helpful and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Comment below and let me know what you'd like to watch next. And if you're new here or haven't already, make sure to subscribe to watch more videos like these and check out the description box for all the products that I used along with my social media in case you plan to follow me there. And I hope you do. I love you guys so much and I will see you soon with a brand new one. Bye guys.